In this sequence, I'm going to show you how to read through a file and replace a row inside the file. Here we've got our details of drivers, CSV, and we're going to try and replace one of the records in it. Now, in Python, because it's not a database per se, not a database application per se, we can't alter an individual row while it's still in the file. What we're going to do, we're going to create a new file with the changes in it. Okay, in this first example, I import the CSV toolkit. I open the CSV file and name it as drivers. And then I check out each element inside there and I print through it. And in this example, I'm going to look at row 0. And we can see down here that I've got the first column. If I run it now, I've got the second column, and so on. Right, so with this code, we can access a CSV file. We're not using, we are using CSV Reader. Okay, in this example, what we're doing is we've got a set of variables here, and we're going to run through the same as before, but this time we're going to check to say if this data has row 0 matching the reg variable, then print out some new information. So I'll run this, and indeed this number plate matches this information, therefore we're going to print out add Miss Bennett instead of Miss Black. That's what we want to do. So Miss Black's still there. All we're doing is just printing out the match. We haven't written to a new file yet. Now here we go. In this example, this third example, we are now extending the previous example with a way of writing to a new file. So if there's a match, open a file called myfile.csv and write this data to it. Otherwise, if the row doesn't have a match, then stick the information from the original table in. And when we run this, nothing's output, but if we look at this file, we can see that the data's been run. But actually, here's one of the downsides. If we go back to the code, if I run it again, because we're using this A tag, this tells Python's telling the code to append, to stick onto the end. My file's going to keep getting bigger. Okay, so we need to do something to tidy that up. In this fourth example, final example, we're importing a few more toolkits. We're importing temp file and OS. Okay, and we're going to just use temp file to generate a temporary file called temp. Everything's the same as before until here we go. Now, if we get a match, open the temp file and put the information in. Otherwise, put the original row into the temp file, and then rename the details of temp file as so overwrite, squash this file with a new copy. So let's try and change the information in here. Mr. Black or Mr. White instead of Miss Black. I'll run this, and then you can see over here this changed, and then Bob Orange. Run it again, and you can see we've updated this record, but all the other ones have changed. And then if we change this one to match this number plate, we can see we've overwritten this one as well. Okay, hope that helps.